and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Texans and the Ravens. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round, standing 6'5". It's Josh Allen.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, this has been a quick start offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Now the try here for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
Stroud off the play fake. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. 68 yards. And the Texans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Will Anderson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Allen going to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Allen. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
The Ravens send their punter out now.
Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Take it at the 37. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Steps away. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
He's going to go up top again. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles.
and get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Hamler now on the return. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Texans will take over.
And now out comes Houston. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
3rd and 9 here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Go, Reeves, go! Alert! Alert!
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Pierce.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They'll run for it with Pierce.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Dameon Pierce. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And the Ravens taking the field. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? Let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on. And how often does that team that had been playing before win game one?
Right.
Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it.
And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And they'll give him another shot here. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag. So winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a first down.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to...
Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Returning it, here's Hamler.
that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce.
And you see the last drive, great chunky yardage, the touchdown on 5 carries. And offensively, everything just looked in sync, didn't it?
It did, and the reason that it was in sync is because it's a combination of play calling, game plan, offensive line marrying up with all of their blocks. But don't forget the receivers out on the perimeter. Any type of a long run, the receivers have had a hand in that because they've occupied people downfield. And, of course, give the big credit to the man with the football. Great vision, good movement, gets to the end zone.
Check, man. Check, man.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. 2 yards to go, second down.
Hey, check that. Street.
On the ground, it's Ford. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Stroud.
Rolling to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
And the Texans first down.
On first down, here's Stroud.
Eluding the pressure right.
That's complete to Pierce.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Go check.
Ford. Touchdown, Houston.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Allen again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football, so instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Now Allen. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Go.
Final play of the half, Stroud.
He's going to wind up and air it out. It got his man complete.
He's to the 15.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. We begin down south in Brazil, in the vibrant city of Rio, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Nighthawks continue to just wear people down as they collect win number 12 on the year. We saw Damian Pierce put together a strong performance in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these two teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And, you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked.
Well, it's been a textbook game for them because what you talk about as a visiting team is putting the pressure on the home team. And what puts more pressure on a home team than to be behind the entire game, because the home crowd's there really for a coronation. They expect to win, and when you're behind, it takes the crowd out of the game, and then the crowd gets a little bit uncomfortable.
It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
They'll run here with Pierce.
Shedding the tackle. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal.
Smash!
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Throwing now is Allen. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Houston set to take over. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically, and they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Stroud on third down now.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Warren will try the right side. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
56.
First down, and they're going to throw without him. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Christian Harris gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense. And
now off to the races down the right side. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. 16-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens are able to at least get one score back.
Extra point splits the uprights, so they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards.
First down, Texans. That's the end of the third.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Texans are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Point after try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards.
And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Now Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. This one caught by his tight end Andrews. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Allen going to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Now a stoppage, and oh boy, we've got Mayfield shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He was defended by Iraion Tv.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Allen.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Amari Barno in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
The offense back out again, and there's the burner, Anthony Schwartz.
A chance here on this drive to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark for
Throw
him.
him the ball. Throw him the ball. Forget analysis, all right? Let's just root a little bit here. Get him the football and get past that 200-yard mark.
Boy, you want that. You seem excited.
I know, and it's really weird because normally I want guys to intercept the ball,
Right,
all right? I want
yeah.
to knock it down. In this case, he's been fun to watch.
The former DB rooting for the wide receivers. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud.
Steps away to his left. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hand off right side to Pierce.
Shifts by him. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
120 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
A try here for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs.
Allen now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's Allen. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready, set.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver, complete. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Stroud to throw it.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.